Good afternoon, everyone. Distinguished guests, faculty, parents, and the graduating pharmacy class of 2024 of Temple University. My name is Dr. Sam Maddula, and I'm here today to speak to you about why I should not have been here. As a fellow pharmacist, I wanted to share with you a story not about today or tomorrow, but about the past and how it impacts our present and our future. I personally was born in a rural village in India, dirt poor and legally blind. My parents had nothing more than a high school education and were laborers. I was born poor, blind, and no opportunity to exist. My parents stumbled upon a camp that treated the poor and found out that my eyes were diagnosed with a condition that could be curable if treated early, or I would be permanently blind forever. My parents were told to give up on everything that they had and come to America so I could have eye surgery. I was a year and a half old, it was 1987, and my parents left everything that they had with literally nothing on their backs and came to the United States. We ended up in a small town in rural West Virginia. There was a doctor there that did surgery pro bono, and magically with modern medicine, I was able to see. But as misfortune would have it, we lost our visa and became illegal immigrants, basically the people who are forced to live in the shadows of society. I grew up in Queens, New York. My parents worked in a pharmacy under the table. We had no documentation. Eventually, they scrounged up enough money for an attorney. We were told to go back to India, fix our status, and then we went back in 1993. And once there, we were stuck again. Our papers were supposedly not correct, and we were stuck to a place we didn't know. I didn't know anything about India. I left as an infant, and this strange world gave me nightmares. I begged and pleaded with my parents to take me home, back to America, but they couldn't. We stayed in the village we came from. I went to school in a shack without a roof and in 100-degree weather. Sweat pouring down my face, this became my new reality. Being in India, feeling stuck, caused immense anxiety to the 8-year-old me, something that I work on to overcome to this day. A year later, we were allowed back to the United States, emotionally bruised and damaged. My parents found work in the pharmacy they left again, and I went back to school. Educationally behind and traumatized, I had no idea what was going on with my life, but I never gave up. I clawed my way back up. I was never cool, never really fit in, didn't have many friends, but I stopped caring and did better in school. I applied to pharmacy school because that's all I knew. My parents worked in a mysterious place called a pharmacy. I figured I'd give it a try because I could not give up. I struggled a lot in pharmacy school. All of the kids were smarter than me. I had to sit in the front row of class because I couldn't see it from anywhere else, but I could not give up. I eventually graduated from pharmacy school in 2009 in the height of the great financial crisis. I was given an opportunity to work here in Philadelphia in a rundown pharmacy in the middle of a high crime neighborhood. I knew nothing about Philly. It was a rough area, and I was a 24-year-old kid trying to manage a company and make ends meet, but I could not give up. I slowly built the pharmacy, picked up the pieces, grew the business, and worked in the same community that struggled with all the same issues that I had: poverty, medical issues, lack of good education, lack of resources and direction. Our pharmacy specialized in medicine for the mentally ill and folks with substance use disorder. By 2015, we went from serving the Philadelphia area to the entire northeastern part of the United States. By 2020, we became the largest independently held family-owned pharmacy in the country. We wanted to help people at the bottom rung of the ladder, the folks society neglected. We did it and grew. Helping others doesn't have to be a charity. You can move up in life by doing good, by helping your fellow human beings. We grew the company from nothing to $250 million. Eventually in 2017, I was married in 2021. I had a beautiful baby daughter. And in 2022, I sold the company for a number I cannot disclose, but let's just say I don't have to work again. I am here standing with you, by you, to tell you my story, to be a living example of what can be achieved, not some textbook case of what you read. I am living proof of what you can do if you don't give up. This story is not just about me. It's about you and your potential. You don't need to have everything in life to succeed. You don't need to come from the perfect home or have the perfect life or live in the perfect neighborhood. But if you don't give up and you keep pushing, you will succeed. Push through the failures. Push through the feeling of being stuck. Push through the letdown. Push through the no's until you get a yes. Push through the losses until you get a gain. I speak to you today, the Temple graduating pharmacy class of 2024, with all the potential that you have. Don't worry about what's going on over there. Worry about what's going on in here. Create the world that you want to live in. Do not give up. When everyone says no, say heck yeah. Do not use your limitations as a crutch. Look at them as a badge of honor and be proud that you made it to the other side. Be proud that you are here today graduating as a doctor of pharmacy. If I can do it, anyone can do it. I had one thing, perseverance. And if I could leave you with one thing, it's this. Take a chance on yourself. Be bold, don't give up, and you will succeed. Thank you.